Imagine two sailors caught in the middle of a violent midnight gale. The waves are 10 feet high, the wind is screaming, and the deck is slick with ice. The first sailor looks at the horizon and thinks, "This is the end. The ocean is too big and I am too small. Why did I ever leave the shore?" He freezes. He lets go of the wheel. He waits for the water to take him. The second sailor looks at the exact same waves, feels the exact same fear, and thinks, "The wind is strong, but my rudder still works. If I can just angle the ship 10 degrees to the left, I can use this storm to push me toward the coast faster than I ever could on a calm day." The storm is identical. The boat is the same. The difference is the conversation happening inside their heads. When life gets hard, and it will, winners don't have a secret lack of problems. They have a different way of processing them. They aren't superhuman. They are just mentally disciplined. The average person sees a setback as a personal attack from the universe. They ask, "Why me?" A winner asks, "What is this trying to teach me?" This is the fundamental shift from a victim mentality to a growth mentality. When a winner loses their job, they don't see it as a sign of their worthlessness. They see it as a forced pivot toward a career they were too scared to pursue before. When a winner faces a health crisis, they see it as a wake-up call to value their body. They realize that pressure is what turns coal into diamonds. Without the hard parts, you stay soft. Winners understand that comfort is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Your brain is like a search engine. If you type, "Why am I failing?" into Google, it will give you a list of 1,000 reasons why you suck. If you type, "How can I solve this?" it will give you 1,000 solutions. Winners control their search terms. When life gets hard, they don't deny the reality of the situation, but they refuse to dwell on the things they cannot control. The losers focus. The economy, the boss's bad mood, the weather, past mistakes. The winners focus. My next move, my attitude, my work ethic, my reaction. They keep their eyes on the 1 inch of ground they can actually influence. They know that if you stare at the wall, you'll hit the wall. If you stare at the gap, you'll drive through the gap. When things go wrong, most people look for a magic pill. They want a sudden windfall of luck to save them. Winners know that luck is a byproduct of consistency. When life is hard, winners lean into their routines. They don't wait for inspiration to strike because inspiration is a fair weather friend. They think, "I don't feel like working out, but I'm going anyway. I don't feel like making these sales calls, but I'm making them anyway." They understand that discipline is the highest form of self-love. It's the act of choosing what you want most over what you want now. When the world feels chaotic, their routine is their anchor. To a winner, failure is not an identity, it's an experiment. Think about a scientist in a lab. If a chemical reaction doesn't work, the scientist doesn't go home and cry, saying, "I'm a failure, I'll never be a scientist." No, they take out a notebook, write down what happened and say, "Okay, that mixture didn't work. Let's try it with 10% less oxygen next time." Winners treat their lives like a laboratory. Did the business fail? Data. Did the relationship end? Data. Did you miss your goal? Data. They don't attach their ego to the outcome. This allows them to stay objective and keep moving, while everyone else is paralyzed by shame. When you are in the middle of a crisis, it feels like the world is ending. The pain is loud, the stress is heavy. Winners practice time perspective. They ask themselves, will this matter in 10 years? Usually the answer is no. This doesn't mean the pain isn't real, but it puts it in a box. It makes the mountain look like a molehill. By zooming out, they lower their cortisol levels and regain their ability to think logically. They know that this too shall pass. They have survived 100% of their worst days so far, and their track record for overcoming obstacles is perfect. Winners are ruthless about who they listen to when times are tough. If you have a flat tire, you don't ask the guy who has never driven a car how to fix it. If you are struggling with your mental health or your finances, winners don't listen to energy vampires. People who complain, gossip, and tell you that life is unfair. They seek out vibrational matches. They surround themselves with people who have been through the fire and come out stronger. They listen to mentors, read books by people who overcame adversity, and stay away from the misery loves company crowd. The difference between winning and losing is often just a matter of endurance. In the gym, the muscle only grows during the last 2 reps, the ones that hurt. In life, the breakthrough usually happens right after the moment you want to quit. Winners have a mantra: just one more day of trying, one more phone call, one more mile, one more hour of study. They don't think about the 1,000 miles left to go. They only think about the next step. They win because they are the last one standing. It sounds cliche, but winners use gratitude as a strategic tool. It is biologically impossible to feel fear and gratitude at the exact same time. When life is hard, winners look for small wins. I lost my job, but I have my health. I'm stressed, but I have a family that loves me. I'm broke, but I have the internet and the ability to learn anything for free. By focusing on what they have, they put themselves in a state of abundance. From a state of abundance, you make better decisions. From a state of scarcity and fear, you make desperate, poor decisions. Every great achievement follows a specific curve. 1. Uninformed optimism. This is going to be easy. 2. Informed. Pessimism. Wait, this is actually hard. 3. The valley of despair. This is impossible, I hate this. Everything is going wrong. Most people quit in the valley of despair. Winners expect the valley. When they find themselves in the dark, they don't think they've taken a wrong turn. They think, here it is. This is the part where everyone else quits. If I just keep walking, I'll have the whole mountain to myself. They realize that the difficulty is the entry fee for greatness. There is a massive difference between pity and compassion. Self-pity says, I am a victim. I can't do anything. I'm so sad. This is paralyzing. Self-compassion says, man, I'm going through a really hard time right now. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be sad. Let me take a nap, get some water, and then get back to work. This is restorative. Winners are kind to themselves. They don't beat themselves up for being human. They treat themselves like a high-performance athlete. If an athlete gets injured, you don't scream at them. You help them recover so they can get back in the game. Life is a story. Right now, you might be in a chapter where the hero is losing. The hero is broke, tired, and alone. If you close the book now, it would be a tragedy. But you are the one holding the pen. Winners think, this is the part of the movie where the music gets low and it looks like I'm done. But I'm the one who writes the ending. The hard times aren't there to stop you. They are there to see if you're actually serious about your dreams. They are the filter that separates the talkers from the doers. Stop waiting for the storm to pass. Start learning to dance in the rain. The world doesn't need more people who have it easy. The world needs more people who have been through hell and came back with a map to show others the way out. Think like a winner. Act like a winner. And eventually the world will have no choice but to call you one.